trying to find out the best lilac coloured nail polish, and this is all just one coat of each one of these, and I've written on the back what they are. So the first one, this one is an Astor one, a nameless Astor. Then we've got the Rimmel one, I can't remember what it's called. Then there's an old Claire's one there, the third one. Then this fourth one is a Boots 17 one. And then this one is Colour Show, it's called Lilac Wine. And then this one is Morgan Taylor, called P.S. I Love You. And that was a very expensive one, £11 from Marks and Spencer's. I think this one and the Claire's is the nicest colour. So yeah, I'll try those on my nails, see the difference, the best lilac coloured nail polish. And of course I had to include some Essies as well. I forgot about the Essies. That's the 17 one, and that's the Morgan Taylor one. Very expensive, and this one's a cheaper one, but I think that, you know, we'll see what difference, if any. So there's the Essies that I've had to include now. I couldn't leave the Essies out. So we've got after the Morgan Taylor one, which is there, we've got Lilacism, and then this one I believe it's Full Steam Ahead. Yes, it is. And then this one here is Dress Call. Or is that Dress Call? I suppose it is. And then that one. No, that one was, sorry, that one was Virgin Snow. Yeah, Virgin Snow. I was surprised, because I always thought Virgin Snow was a white one, or a bluish white, but no, that's Virgin Snow, unless it's just gone dark with age. And then the second one is Dress Call, and the last one is Go Ginza. That one down there, that's Go Ginza. Go Ginza, Dress Call, and Virgin Snow. So I'm surprised that Virgin Snow is quite a dark. Yeah, and here it is, Virgin Snow. See, it's a sort of a lilac-y one, and I'm quite surprised. And there's the, as you can see, lilac. And I always thought that was a sort of a white one. I remember wearing it and thinking it was like a white one. So strange. There's one I forgot to include in my best lilac, Gumdrop by Revlon. So I'll have to add that one to the mix, won't I? There we go, Gumdrop. I knew it would be upside down. Oh, now I can't get in the light. There we are, Gumdrop by Revlon. This is a pretty colour. It's a scenty one as well. Scenty. And there's the swatch on the end of the Miss Sporty, the lilac, compared to all the other lilacs. And I'm meaning to do a video comparing the best lilac. It'll be very difficult to do one comparing the best pink, because there's so many pinks that, you know, it would be about a 2-hour-long video. So I'll do the lilac one next week to see which is the best. But this is one coat of this lilac by Miss Sporty over the pink, over the Fairy Cake by 17, and look how well that covers in just one coat. So I'm very, very impressed with this so far. This is an Astor one, which hasn't got a name. It's just a number, and doesn't even. Anyway, number 200. I wasn't really going to include this one. I'm just going to do a quick swatch to show you this one, because this one is too dark for what I had in mind. And this is lightening everything in. It's gone completely cloudy outside now. The sky was blue and now it's white. And so, and now everything on here's gone washed out. So I might have to just postpone this again. So, oh, see, I'm opening that Astor again. I'm not including that one because it's too dark. It's too dark to be classed as a pure lilac. I've already done a review on Go Ginza, so I'm not going to include this in this comparison video. I've got two versions of Virgin Snow as well, so I don't really need to include that one. So there's the full one, and I believe they're the same. This is the small one. The small one seems to go on slightly better for some reason. Maybe it's because it's thicker in the bottle, and that's gone on better. I don't even know if that's showing up. The larger bottle is much thinner consistency, if you can see that. Oh, the sun's come out at last, so we'll try again. Anyhow, I'm going to eliminate Virgin Snow because I've already done a review on that way back. This is Dress Call, and I'm going to eliminate this one because I don't think this is lilac enough. Well, I don't know, it might be though. It might be lilac enough to be included. Oh no, I think it's more on the pink side. It's too pink. So, because it's looking washed out as I'm looking down on it. So that one I think is too pink. And we know how the Essie Gel Couture ones last. I've just done a week's review of the Essie. Okay, let's start with, get them in order. I'm going to start with Lilacism. I'll do an Essie. I've got two Essies here, so we'll have an Essie on both thumbs. I've got Lilacism and Full Steam Ahead, so one of those on each thumb. I've got an old Claire's one, which was £1. It's probably just called Lilac. I've got this Rimmel one, a Rita Ora by Rimmel, called Wild-er-ness. Then there's this 17 one that I bought recently, and it's just called Lilac. There's this Revlon scented one called Gumdrop. Colour Show, which Lilac Wine, I do believe. An Astor one, which is a lovely colour. It's just got a number, just 134, number 134. Miss Sporty, just called Lilac, though the name's not on there. And this Morgan Taylor, which is called P.S. I Love You. So, right, okay. The girls are ready, they're watching, and they're waiting. She's got her shoes on, especially. You don't want to see any of that, I know, you want to see the nail polishes. So we'll start with Full Steam Ahead, and this is what should be my motto. No matter what else is going on, full steam ahead. And this looks quite sheer. To see which of these lilac nail polishes do the best over the week. So there's Full Steam Ahead on my thumb, and I should put Lilacism on the other thumb. So there's an Essie on both thumbs, otherwise I won't know. I'll have to consult back to my video, or I won't remember which nail polish goes where. I won't remember which one is on which finger. There we are, there's our Lilacism. There's the Rimmel, Wild-er-ness, or Wild-er-ness if you prefer. So the Rimmel on the first, I'm putting them back down here in order that I'm using them. So then this is very old Claire's one, which they don't make these little bottles anymore. This was sold off for £1, as you can see. I think I may have used this Claire's one before, I can't remember. Oh, I'm not using a bottom coat, I should be using a base coat, shouldn't I? Because this one smells like it's gone off a bit, but no, it's just got an old nail polish smell, but it's still perfectly usable. So there's the Claire's one, and then next to that I'm using the 17 in Lilac. Right. So which one next? I know. Let's have the Miss Sporty Lilac. Miss Sporty Lilac on my small finger. And obviously some of these are going to need more than one coat, I can see that. Oh, the sun's gone in again. Oh dear, I hope. Still, it wasn't too bad when I looked at it just now. Let's have a look. Sorry if the radio is too loud in the background, I hope it isn't. So there's the Miss Sporty. Now we start with this hand. I've already got the Essie on there. Now I'm going to use, which one? This Astor one. if I can get it undone. There we go. So this one's a nice colour. Only there's too many of pinks and whatever to do a comparison video with pinks. So I thought I'd do the lilac one. So that's starting off with the Astor. Now I'm going to use the scented Revlon Gumdrop for the centre now. I'm talking non-stop because I'm trying to drown out the voice on the radio, because I thought you don't want to hear that. Load of adverts and things. I put Classic FM on hoping there's going to be more relaxing music, because on Radio 1 they tend to talk non-stop and jabber over everything. This is the Lilac Wine by Colour Show. So this is a nice one. I think this one is going to cover in one coat. Good coverage. So that one looks pretty good. I've got them all lined up here in the order in which I've used them, so hopefully I won't forget and I can refer back to the video. This one's P.S. I Love You by Morgan Taylor, which I can't undo, which I got from Marks and Spencer's. So presumably Marks and Spencer's sell these as well. I think these are available online. This one might be a little bit too dark to be classed as a pure lilac to get with the rest, and this was an expensive one. But I'm not impressed with the application or the formula. I think the best application so far is the Colour Show one, or that Astor one. So there they all are. Those are two Essies. And there's, I can see straight away even on this. Oh, this one's darker. I don't know my left from my right. So this one was darker. So which one was this? I will tell you. So this will be the Miss Sporty one. So I'll let these dry, then I'll be back. Right, I've put a second coat of them all on this hand. I'll show you the Essie brushes. I know you've seen them. There's the ones we get over here. That's the head, full steam ahead. This is Lilacism. They're the wider Essie brushes we get in this country. There's the Rimmel brush, which is a nice wide brush. It's very easy to apply. It covers in one swipe of the brush. Well, it would for most people. The only problem is the brush is so wide, it splays out over the side of the bottle when you try to put it back in. And there's, by comparison, the quite narrow one, which is quite easier to apply on smaller nails. There's the 17 one, regular sort of brush. Now I must say this is the worst one to apply. The consistency and the formula doesn't seem very good at all. It's very streaky. That's on this ring finger. This Miss Sporty one's very, very good consistency, and it's a nice brush as well. The Rimmel's the flattest brush, so I should do the other hand and I'll be back. Right, 2 coats on this hand now, and I'll show you the brush. There's the Astor brush, and that's a very nice plied. To be honest, I could have got away with just one coat with this Astor one. It's excellent nail polish. And here's the Revlon Gumdrop. I haven't smelt that yet, so when it's dry, so I don't know what it smells like. I'll report back when it's dry. Oh, the sun's gone in again. Please come out again. Hint of blue sky. Wasps outside in my tree. Here's the Colour Show one. This is another one coat one. Excellent coverage. Colour Show Lilac Wine by Maybelline. This one I'm disappointed with. It's streaky, and it's a very expensive nail polish, Morgan Taylor. P.S. I Love You. So you'd expect that to be better than it is to apply, and it's not so easy to get the top back on. But we'll see how these do over a week of wear, bearing in mind that this hand usually does worse than the other. Though the week before last, the other nail polish, I think it was the Fairy Cake, that one did better for some reason, but so we'll see how this does over a week. And I can see this one looks darker, and this one, so they're not exactly even. I think my favourites have to be probably, it's difficult to tell in this light because it's so dark in here because the sun's gone in outside, and this room faces north, so it's very, very dark. If you know anything about like the position of the sun and everything, you'll know that makes a darker room. It's meant to be good, best for artists, but it makes a darker room, and of course the webcam sees darkness, and as I've said many times, overexposes to light in it, so we've gone, it might be very washed out. I can't tell when I'm looking down on it, I only know when I watch it back, but read a report back, and I don't suppose I'll remember the order in which I've put them on. I will have to write it all down so that I remember. But I've got them all lined up here, so I know which order they're in. So yeah. Well, how appropriate that the song on how appropriate that the piece of music that they're playing on Classic FM at the moment is called Ladies in Lavender. Ladies in Lavender. And that's what we are. I think this is the one I like best, the one in the middle, which is the very old Claire's one. The Essie full steam ahead, it's okay, but it's rather sheer and streaky. And on this side, this Lilacism, it looks nicer on camera than it actually is. I was disappointed with that one. Right, this one is the streaky one. I believe that was the Boot 17, wasn't it? And anyhow, yeah, this is the first day after I applied this yesterday. This one is the sheerest. This one's the sheerest, which there's the Boot 17. My favourite is this one. That's the one I like best, which is the very old Claire's one, which they don't sell anymore. Oh, see what I mean? I like the ones on this hand better than the ones on this hand. These are the ones I like the best. I like this one, the Maybelline Colour Show Lilac Wine. And this one's nice, the Gumdrop by Revlon, and it smells nice too. It's got a nice scent, and I think I like them all. I don't dislike any of them, but I'm not so keen on Full Steam Ahead. And this one is a bit greyish looking, the Lilacism, and this Morgan Taylor one's a little bit too dark, I think, but I don't dislike it. They're all nice, but this one's the worst formula, the Boot 17. I've noticed after doing a haul video, starting a haul, that the nail polish looks a better colour when I hold it against these Thornton's mints. You might get a more accurate representation of the lovely colours of these, the lilacs, because they're all slightly different, but I'm afraid when I do it with a camera and that, and the webcam just with nothing else to counteract the colour, they all look more or less the same, but they are not, they're different. But I'll say that is my favourite, and you can't buy that one anymore, unfortunately. But then next to it is this one, but you can still get this, the Lilac Wine by Colour Show, Maybelline, and then, I don't know about Gumdrop by Revlon, but it has got a nice smell, and this one's quite nice. I can't remember which one this was, but obviously I've got it all on the video, which ones are which, and I did write it down somewhere. So, right hand, Lilacism, and then, yeah, Astor, that's the Astor one. The Nameless Astor one, that's a very nice one too. They're better on this hand, as I've said, so I hope that this would have been a pretty good video if I hadn't had so many problems going wrong. And as I said, look, I've got white screen again now. Hey ho, welcome to my world, as I've said many times. So we'll see how these last over the course of a week. You can see this one needed 3 coats because it's very streaky, so I'm going to have to put 3 on at some point, this 17 one. That's my favourite. On this hand, I like this one, but it's chipped today. I like all these, I like those 2 best. This Gumdrop smells nice. Well, the Essie full stem head chipped after 2 days. As you can see, that's chipped. The others are fine, and these are okay. Saturday, I never got around to putting a third clear swatches. Just a matte. Buy 3, get 3 free. There's the 2 swatches I did of it earlier, which could have been added to the lilac comparison that I've done. Out of this lilac comparison, I'm most disappointed with the Essie ones. They're the ones I like the least, and I'm surprised about that. I thought they'd be the best. They're the worst performing, and they're the most dull colours. This is the nicest colour, this Old Claire's one, and I like this Revlon one, and well, the lavender ladies are helping me tie up this video, conclude. So we're Sunday today, after wearing this since Wednesday afternoon, these different lilacs, and the ones I like the least of all, the 2 Essies, very dull looking colours, certainly not like the nice vibrant colours of the others. I'll have to hold these empty Thornton's bags so that then the colour sort of balance rights itself and you see the proper colour of them, but we've got white screens, so I don't know. Oh, come back. Right, you can see the proper colour when I hold these things, usually anyway. The colour balance rights itself and we can see the proper colour, but it's gone up. Well, it's sunny out, but it's late in the afternoon, it's gone a bit dull. It's about 6 o'clock, I think, or past 5. So I don't know if that is putting itself right, because I'm looking down on it, and I hope so. I try so hard with inferior equipment to do good quality videos for people, to give a... yeah. Well, after 6... is it 6? No, yeah, 6 days. It would be a week tomorrow. This one it chipped yesterday, so that didn't last. The 2 middle ones, which is Claire's, that one's Claire's. I can't remember what this next one is. We'll have to look it up. The Essies haven't done well at all, and also the Essies look very dull in comparison to the rest. These 2 have done the best. This one's a Revlon. Yeah. I've written it down anyway, and I can always refer back to the video. Here we go, after nearly a week. Can't use this one today, the Calming Lavender. So, okay, nearly a week, 6 days off application, and the one that's done the best is the Old Claire's one in the middle on this hand. And this one, even though this was the very sheer Boot 17 one, which was very streaky. And on the other hand, the one that's done the best is this one, which is, I can't remember what it is, it's next to the Revlon one, but I will find out. But this hand always does worse anyway, usually. And so yeah, that's my first ever comparison nail polish video. I might do a yellow, the best yellow at some point. These Essies on my thumbs are coming off a much nicer colour in camera than they do in person. The reality is they're very dull and almost greyish looking. I suppose they're like for older people, whereas the others are maybe for more a younger market. I don't know. I'm just surmising. Right, the screen's deciding to play up. I've got the weather nice today, so I've got sunny outside, even though I'm facing north. It's bright enough for me to do it, but I've got lines appearing across the screen, which is freezing the picture, so I know it's gone white and I can't see myself again on it. So this problem's come back. Oh, for goodness sake. I wanted to do this today. I mean, the picture's come back now, but there's lines across it, so it's freezing. And there's always some problem. I can never get this thing. No wonder my videos are so useless. Until I can get state-of-the-art equipment, and until I can magic some money out of thin air, and get blood out of a stone, and can get, you know, make some money from somewhere so I can get good quality equipment, it's going to be like this, I suppose, from now on. But I've got all the nail polishes here, lined up on the bed, and now the screen's gone completely white and I can't see a thing. Oh, God. Anyhow, I've stood it up on end now, leaning against something, hoping that I want to be able to see myself, to know that I'm holding things in the right place. By trying to do these videos in front of a completely white screen where I can't see myself on screen is just hit or miss affair, and I don't want that. But anyway, these two girls are helping me today, Alison and Annabelle. Alison and Annabelle, so yes, she's going to be called, they're linked arms. This one's going to be Alison and not Sonia, she wants to be Alison. So yeah, they're linked arms, and that's sweet, and she's got her nice lilac or lavender coloured shoes on, so down to business. This is an Astor one, which hasn't got a name. It's just a number, and doesn't even, number 200. Still dark. See, the sun's gone in outside now, so oh no, we've gone dull. As soon as I get a picture on screen, it goes dull outside, so now everything's washed out in here, because this lightens everything now to compensate. I've been planning this for weeks on end. I went to get it to think it's all going to be nice and simple. I'll get it out, open the bag to get it out, not in there. It's like there's a gremlin here that does this. Anyhow, oh. No, it's going to be a video of me moaning rather than a lilac comparison video. Anyway, I wasn't really going to include this one. I'm just going to do a quick swatch to show you this one, because this one is too dark for what I had in mind. And this is lightening everything. It's gone completely cloudy outside now. The sky was blue and now it's white. And now everything on here's gone washed out. So I might have to just postpone this again. So I'm going to wipe that off, because I don't want to use that one. And I'm not going to use... See, I can't even see what I'm looking at now, because it's got so dark in here. And I don't want to put the overhead bulb on, because you'll get a false representation of colour then. It won't be the proper colour. I've got two versions here of Virgin Snow, but they're both Virgin Snow. And where's Lilacism? I was going to not include Lilacism. Oh. And when things keep going wrong, I get things wrong and I say things wrong, and I didn't mean Lilacism, I meant I was not going to include Go Ginza, because this is not lilac enough. This is more, well, it's more the colour I'm wearing. So I've shown you this one, which is too dark to include. I'm going to have to do it again, I think. And Lilacism I couldn't find just now, and I was hunting everywhere for Lilacism and eventually found it, so that was the problem with that. So anyhow, oh, we've gone white again. No, don't do that, please. Oh no, come on, Look, this is what it's gone like again. I had a picture there just now, so it's come back now. If I touch the back, please stay.